Hi everyone, this is Trisha. In this email, I've included lots of links to all the top bestsellers from the New York Times, from Amazon, from Goodreads, and a couple of other sites where I was able to find some best of book lists. But I also wanted to share with you my best of Kindle list. So I have my Kindle here, and I thought I'd just run through my titles and share with you guys my favorites over the past year or so. So I will start with Afterlife. It's hard to see this. It's opposite of what I think it should be. Afterlife in Aftermath by Sandy Goldsworthy. These are YA titles. They have a romance story as well as a bit of paranormal fantasy in them, but the romance story is really sweet, and it's a time also has a bit of a time travel theme, which is really neat. So I think people who read romances as well as people who like fantasy will like this series. I'm really looking forward to the next book. Sandy says she's working on it, so that's awesome. For the romance genre, the next one I have is by Joy Martin, and she's a author from the UK, and I actually was able to talk with her a little bit a couple of months back. But her book is Seeking Clemency. It's about a woman whose husband decides that she's not the one for him, and she goes back to her home in Ireland and takes over her family home. So it's a really cool book about restarting and finding what you want. The Dragon Princess by Lachelle Slater is one of my other favorites of the year. And I guess I'm talking about year as the last 12 months. But so that's a really neat fairy story or fairy tale retelling. I won't say more because it'll give away the plot, but that one's a really fun, sweet story. Let's see. Oh, Kathy Lynn Cross, A Spirit's Last Gift. This is a really sweet YA love story. It's a short story, so you can read it in like 30 minutes or an hour. And that's really nice. Where the Crawdads Sing. I don't know if you've read this one by Delia Owens. Not entirely a romance, more coming of age, coming of person story, but I really like that one. That page. Darkening Night by P.M. Hernandez is a sci-fi fantasy story. It's actually there are two of the series, Darkening Night, and the first book of that series is Dark and Bright by P.M. Hernandez. So those are YA sci-fi sci-fi books. And that series is really, and it has a little bit of a romance love story too. All of the books I read have a little bit of romance love story. Some of them are straight up romances, some are straight up fantasies. But I like a little love story in all my books, no matter what I'm reading. Okay, swiping through. So I'm going back to Darkening Night by P.M. Hernandez. Love that. And that's also not too long of a read, maybe around 60K. So you can do it in 2 or 3 hours, maybe. I also read Where'd You Go, Bernadette, which I really liked. I really like the relationship between her and her daughter. Lisa C., The Island of the Sea Women. Not your typical romance, but definitely worth a read. There's a love story component of it, not just a romantic love, but a love of your family. So I really like most of Lisa C's books. I think that got me to 10. I wanted to do top 10, and that got me to 10. We keep going back. There's some much older titles, but those are my top 10, I would say, of the past since last fall or summer. What I'm reading right now I'm reading Recipe for Redemption by TJ Kelly. It's actually 3 authors writing as one: Tia Silverthorne Bach, Joe Michaels, and Kelly Risser, and it's coming out next week, Mother's Day. So I will have that for you guys, links for that for you guys in my newsletter next week. Those are my top 10 on my Kindle this week and over the past couple of weeks. Hope you guys are having a great time picking out your best next reads for my newsletter. And please make sure and let me know what your top recent reads are so I can share them with everyone else. Thanks and have a good day. Bye, guys.